Now, as we know how to retrieve the data, now here we'll use the expressions in order to manipulate the data in some extent. For example, as you saw, like we have the first name, last name columns in our table. I want to get a full name. So for that, I can concatenate the thing. Similarly, maybe I have the salary in my table. I want to get the annual salary. So I can multiply it with the 12. So using the expressions, you can actually do some manipulation in the result set. But make sure whatever you will do, it will not affect the data of your table. So by the time we'll start working with the expressions, we will also see about the aliasing, where we will rename the columns in the output. So let's see all these things practically.
So as in the previous video, we have already discussed about the basic select statement where we can pass the number of columns and the name of columns in a particular sequence, and in the same sequence we will get the output. Now, if I want to pass some expressions right here, for example, as you can see, I have a first name and last name, two different columns, and I want to concatenate them up so that I can see the full name of any employee. So for doing that, I have to go for some expressions. For that, I will use some operators like removing the comma. I will add a plus symbol. I'll put a plus symbol which will concatenate. So if I will execute it now, you see like no column name. Why? Because it's an expression and you are not putting a direct column search right here. So it will not show you any column name as I haven't not assigned. Now, so if you want to put some space also, so you can just pass a literal space right here like this, and when you will execute, you will get the spaces. Now you can see there is an employee ID 102 whose name is coming null. Why? Because particularly if you will notice, the last name of that employee is null. Null is an unknown value, so if you will do some operations with an unknown value, the result will be the unknown. So that is why the anything which will be operated by a null value, it will always return a null. Logically, I will show about these functions which will help us out in these cases later, but let me resolve this one, and for that I will use the isNull operator right here, which will take a couple of arguments. In the first argument, the value which you want to compare, and in the second you will pass the replacement value. So for example, if for any employee last name is not null, so it will return the last name as it is not null. But if it is null, then I will return this blank. Blank is not null. So when I will execute this query, you can see at least I am able to get this first name. I'm not getting the complete null thing. And if I talk about the column name where I can't see anything, I can actually pass some alias. And for doing that, I can use the as keyword, the optional as keyword. And apart from that, I can use the alias name, that is emp name, for example. So when I'll execute it again, you can see emp name is the alias. If you want to put the space in the alias, so you can do that as well by putting the square brackets here, and then you can put a space in between, and now you can find that space in the alias as well. As I said, the as keyword is optional, so you can also remove that. Let's take another example. What I want to do is, it's a salary, let's say it's a monthly salary, and I want to get the annual salary of all the employees. So for that, I will simply multiply it by using the asterisk symbol, and will do the arithmetic operation, that is salary into 12. So it is now your annual salary. And similarly, if I want to put the aliasing without as keyword, just after a space I can simply write annual salary. So here you will get this annual salary as the alias. Again, for putting the space, you can put them in the square brackets. As a good practice, you should pass the as keyword. It will make your query more clear. Alright, like for example, let me make it more readable. Alright, like this. Now if you will pass this as keyword, it will be more readable. As you can clearly see, it is the alias. You will not be confused like whether it's a column name or what. So as a good practice, keep doing this as keyword. Now, if you come across a situation like you want to compare the value in the where clause, you will have to pass the complete expression, as the aliasing cannot be used inside the where clause. For example, if I want to pass a condition like annual salary should be greater than 5 lakhs, so what I can do is annual salary is greater than or equal to 5 lakhs. So when I'll execute it, it will give me an error, as annual salary here is an alias, it's not a column name. So if you want to use this, you will have to use the expression. You will not be allowed to pass the aliasing. So now you can see all the employees right here are getting salary more than 5 lakhs. The reason why we can't use the alias in the where clause, as the where clause will execute before the select. So when the select will execute, the aliasing will be done. But by the time where will be executing, the aliasing is not done, as the select statement is not executed till that point. So that is the reason you will not be allowed to use the alias names in the where clause.